All right. Greetings, Canyon Lake fifth graders. I have two special guests here with me today. These are the North Middle School counselors, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves and who they are.
Hi,
Good morning, Canyon Lake. This is Mrs. Muck. I'm one of the school counselors at North Middle School. And this is my third year coming up that I will have been a counselor at North. So I'm excited to answer some of your questions today.
Hi, Canyon Lake. This is, or South Canyon Lake?
Canyon Lake, yeah, Canyon Lake Elementary.
Canyon Lake. Okay, sorry guys. I'm Mrs. Gabb, and this will be my second year at North Middle School. And before that, I was at Pinedale Elementary.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for joining us. I know our fifth graders have had a lot of questions, and since we're at home now, we're just doing things differently this year. So I'm glad you guys could join us. So fifth graders, you guys sent me a lot of awesome questions, and I sent them to the North Middle School counselors. So I'm just going to interview them with the questions that you guys sent. So they have the questions already. So we're just going to start with the first one I got was, will there be like an orientation or an open house, or what is that going to look like?
Yes, we will have an orientation and open house typically 1 week before school starts in the fall. We don't know the exact dates of those open houses. There'll be one for each grade level, but sixth graders will have an opportunity to come into North Middle School alone. There won't be other grade levels around. It'll just be sixth graders, and they'll have an opportunity. We'll answer a few more questions about specific things about the open house, but yes, there will be an open house, and it's typically in the fall. And it would be an opportunity for sixth graders only to come in next year to North Middle School and find their way around. And the teachers are there, the counselors are there, the principal, assistant principal, custodians, they're all there to help.
Awesome. Okay. So they'll have that information like this summer. North will send that out. Okay.
Yes.
Perfect.
In August, they'll get a letter in the mail that'll have that information as far as dates and things. And if that changes, that would all come from Dr. Simon, the superintendent of the schools. But right now, North Middle School's plan is to send letters out in August with information about the open house and orientation.
Awesome. And I had a question from a parent too that kind of relates that. I guess I didn't send that on the list. I just got that one too. But is there anything that like parents or kids need to do to register, or if they're in the North District, they kind of just roll over to North? How does that work?
Part of that was when Mrs. Gabb and I came over to the elementary schools and talked with the fifth graders about starting middle school. We had a whole big team of people. Some of our assistant principals and Mrs. Gabb and I were at Canyon Lake earlier this school year, and we gave them a piece of paper that had registration information on it, but they do automatically roll over. If they are in the North District, they'll automatically be enrolled for sixth grade. It's just the new students, the ones that haven't been in Rapid City before, that would need to come to North and register. The kids that were already in fifth grade and their address says that they attend North, they're already automatically rolled over.
Awesome. Okay, I'll cross that one off. So let's see. My next questions are locker related. Is how do you know which locker is yours, and then how do you open a locker? But I think we'll address the how do you open a locker in another video. I'll do that one later. So just what about lockers?
You know, I want to say something about lockers too, because that was my question. I think every fifth grader is so concerned about that. It's one of the questions that we get so frequently. And I just want to tell you kids, please, please, please don't worry about it. We will, there are staff in the hallways for the first 2 weeks. There's so many staff members. We concentrate on the sixth grade floor because we know that you have troubles and we know that you have worries about that, and it's all normal. So we will be there to help you. So please, please don't worry about that. And I know Mrs. Baskerville also is going to send a little direction sheet so you can practice at home. Okay.
Awesome. All right. So I bet that's one thing that as soon as you get it, it'll be an easy piece of cake and no problem. All right. Let's see.
What about? I even had kids in March that still struggled, so it's okay. Yeah. We are there to help you.
It's okay to ask for help, right?
Please, please. Yes.
Yeah. Don't be scared. There's lots of people there that want to help. What about,
Yep.
can you decorate your locker?
You can, and this is so much fun. The only thing we ask is that if you do, stick stuff in your locker, that it comes off easily, maybe use some sticky tack. We just don't want to damage the lockers, but it's so fun. You can bring pictures of your pets and your family and friends and whatever, but absolutely.
All right, so as long as nothing that can damage the locker, just
Correct.
good. Awesome. All right, so let's see.
I think too, how do you know a locker's yours? Mrs. Muck, do you want to answer that one?
Sure. The locker combination and the locker number will come in the letter that you get in August. It'll say which locker number is yours. All the lockers have a little tag on the top that say the locker number. And so that information will all come in a letter in August, or the secretaries can help you figure that out too. If you didn't get a letter, you can call and the secretaries will help you.
Okay, so it sounds like that letter that's coming is going to be pretty important information. All right, let's see. How much time is there in between classes?
I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but we have 4 minutes in between classes at North Middle School, and the 6th grade lockers and the 6th grade classrooms are literally right next to each other. And so there's not a long distance to walk from your locker to your classes. So 4 minutes seems like, wow, that's not a lot, but kids will adjust quickly to being able to walk from one classroom to the next, because they're literally right next door around the corner from each other. So 4 minutes in between classes.
Okay, and I bet our kids can do that because our kids move for every subject during the day already at Canyon Lake. So I think our kids are going to be prepared for that transition.
Good.
All right, let's see. How about, are there any advanced classes offered? I had a lot of kids wondering about some challenging classes.
Wow, that's awesome. I love that question. Unfortunately, only in 7th and 8th grade. So they'll have to wait a little bit, and they do have to qualify through their test scores, and then teachers will also recommend that they get into more of those advanced classes.
Okay, so kind of settle in 6th grade, work hard, do the best that you can, and then 7th and 8th grade, there could be some options for advanced classes.
Perfect. Yep.
Awesome.
Yep,
Okay.
exactly.
And let's see, so when or how do I get my schedule for classes?
That will also come in the mail. They had an opportunity to select classes when we were there this spring. They either selected, their elective classes or their music classes, and that schedule will come to their house in that mailing in August. It's not till the middle of August, but they'll get their schedule in the mail.
Okay, so closer to when school will start. So have a good summer and then get into school mode.
Yes.
All right, let's see. How many classes will I have each day?
You will have 6 classes a day, and then 4 core classes. So these are your most important classes. That's English, math, social studies, and science. And then you'll have your 2 electives and a lunch.
Awesome. Okay. Let's see. Do you guys ever have like dress up days, or I had the question PJ day. That was a big one.
Yes, we do. We will talk about student council in a little bit, but our student council hosts like spirit weeks where you have an opportunity to dress up with different themes each day of the week. Those might be superhero days, pajama days, hat days. Let's see, Mrs. Gabb, what am I missing? We had
Sock days.
silly socks.
Yep.
So school colors, like on certain days, they'll ask everybody to wear, like we have on our I Heart North shirts today. Students that have good attendance can earn shirts like this. And we also have North colors, like we're the North Eagles, that's our mascot. So we will have certain dress up days throughout the year. And we even the staff participates. We have great time at North Middle School. It's so much fun.
Awesome. Well, we love doing that at Canyon Lake too, so I bet our kids will be happy to hear that. What about, what kind of sports does North have, or how do you join those?
We have cross country and volleyball and basketball, wrestling and track. A lot of kids wonder about football, and you can join football only in 8th grade. And girls, you are welcome to join too. We had a couple girls play football last year and it was so fun to see. So everybody's welcome, but not until 8th grade on that one. There will be announcements at lunch when the sports begin and you can sign up. However, in order to play the sport, you do need to fill out paperwork. Parents need to do that and also get a physical to make sure you are healthy before you play the sport.
Awesome. Okay. What about, are there any other kinds of school activities or clubs that kids can get involved with?
We do. We have something called Family Fun Night once a month at North, and all the families are invited. There's usually some sort of a structured activity, such as the Lifeways counselors sometimes do drug-free night. You know, they set up different stations on things that you can learn about how to stay drug-free. And there's also carnival. There's a Halloween family fun night where kids can dress up and come to the school and go trick-or-treating inside the building, and there's fun Halloween activities set up. Those family fun nights are very, very well attended. There's always some sort of a free food item. There might be pizza, or there might be root beer floats, but the educational activity is usually paired with food for the families to come and eat once a month at North. We also have Character Club. Character Club has to do with the pillars of character counts, and they offer movie night that pairs with one of the pillars. So in the evening, kids can come to school and watch a family-friendly movie. They'll sell popcorn and soda that night at the movie. The movie's free, but the snacks cost money at the Character Club movie night. They also have Student Council. Student Council is an elected position, but they help us facilitate a lot of fun activities like the Spirit Week, the dress-up days. So Student Council is an activity that's offered at North. We also have Peer Mentors, which is a group of 8th graders that are selected by their peers, and they help do welcoming activities for the 6th and 7th grade kids. They come into the homerooms and get to know the younger students. And we also have, that just started last year, a gaming club. The gaming club has been really popular. Mr. Orth, our computer teacher, started that last year, and each grade level has an after-school event. Like they'll have maybe 6th graders once a week, maybe on a Tuesday, and the 6th graders can come and they'll pair them up and they'll get a chance to do some of the games that Mr. Orth has set up. He's got some computer, some big screen TVs and some computer gaming systems that he set up on the stage, which is located in our lunchroom, and that's been very popular. There needs to be parent permission signed and some rules, like school rules, followed after school, but that lasts usually until about 4:30 after school.
Awesome. That does sound pretty cool. All right. What about, how long is lunch, or what is lunch like in middle school?
Lunch is so much fun. It's my favorite thing to talk about with kids. It's 30 minutes, and the 6th graders, well, you guys will be all with each other. There's no 7th graders or 8th graders. You get to eat for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then your recess is the rest of the time out in a courtyard. And so you can run around, play, talk with your friends. One of the most favorite lunches we have is walking tacos, and there's lots of different options. And if you don't like walking tacos, there might be a sub sandwich that you could choose from, or a salad. So lots of different options. And it's cooked right at our school, so everything is warm and fresh, and it's very good. Lots of fresh fruit and vegetables. You also have the opportunity after you're done to buy ice cream. There's these really good strawberry ice cream sandwiches, and chips, Takis, I know are really a favorite. We also have a hot cocoa bar, which is so fun, and you get to fill your cup up with as many marshmallows as you want and whipping cream. And then we also have smoothies, and those are really popular too. I think they're strawberry, aren't they, Mrs. Muck?
Yes, I think they're strawberry banana, actually.
Okay, yep. So lots of fun kinds of food. The other thing is you have breakfast, and your breakfasts are free. Your lunches are free, and then there's also an after-school snack, and that is free as well. You can Sometimes they will serve chicken nuggets and French fries for those snacks. They will have pizza. They have all sorts of really good food to make sure that your bellies are full and you are happy and you can learn in school.
Yes, right. Yeah. I know when I'm hungry, things just don't go real well.
Agreed. Totally agree.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. What about the school dress code? What is that like?
Yes, we do have a school dress code, and it probably isn't a lot different than elementary, but just so you know, before you go out shopping for new school clothes next year, there's no crop tops allowed. You can't see skin on your tummy or skin on your shoulders or underarms. Straps need to be lasagna straps, not spaghetti straps. Mrs. Talley's rule is usually 3 fingers wide on a strap on a shirt, and no muscle shirts for boys, those that hang down real low. We don't want to see too much skin. No oversized hoodies per school district policy. Jackets, light jackets can be worn, but they have to be unzipped. And the hoods on hoodies have to be down. We don't wear our hoods in the buildings for
Same at our
safety
school.
purposes. Yeah, so it's not a lot different, but it's just a nice reminder before kids go out shopping for maybe some new clothes before middle school starts. We don't want them coming to school with a top that their family spent money on that they can't wear. So no muscle shirts, no crop tops, and no thin straps. Those would need to be wide enough to cover up bra straps. No racer back shirts like those that kind of go into a T in the back. They have to cover their shoulders and their shoulder blades. So, and those aren't any different probably than what the elementaries have, but it's just a good reminder that we want to dress modestly, and we want to follow the Rapid City area schools dress code for the district with the no baggy hoodies, and the jackets have to stay unzipped.
Yep. Okay. How about, are there school dances?
Yes, we do have school dances once, so maybe 3 or 4 a year, let's just say that. I've been to a couple of them. They're really, really fun. We actually have a professional DJ that comes in, and he does lots of fun dances, group dances with the kids. So we have a great time. There's usually snacks being served, pizza, tons of food, tons of fun. So yes, we do.
Oh, well, they'll be glad to hear that. We have one dance at the end of the school year, and they don't get to do that this year, so that's a bummer.
We'll make up for it next year.
Yes, they'll be happy about that. What about, how many students total are there at North?
We checked on this yesterday. Mrs. Gapp found out that there's 538 students at North Middle School, which equates to approximately 25 kids in each classroom. So when they're in math, there'll be approximately 25 other kids in math with them.
Awesome. And I think that was the last question I had. So did you guys have anything else that you wanted to add for our 5th graders?
There was one other thing that we got from some current 6th graders. We talked to some 6th graders yesterday actually on Zoom, and asked them if they could give the 5th graders one piece of advice before they come in and start middle school, because they, as 5th graders, were a little bit concerned too. They weren't sure what it was going to be like, and you know, how to find their way or how to do their locker, and so we they are thriving and doing awesome right now. These 6th graders have made it successfully to May of their 6th grade year, but they each, there's 3 of them, they each gave one piece of advice. I wanted to read the suggestions that these 3 6th graders gave. One 6th grader's piece of advice was, do your work on time. The second advice was, be respectful, because you do not want to get in trouble, especially in middle school, because it can lead to detention or even ISS if you're disrespectful to other students or adults in the building. So be respectful. And the last piece of advice was, be to class on time and follow directions.
All right. That's some good advice. I like hearing those from 6th graders that know what's going on now. So that's awesome. Did you guys have, I just want to make sure, anything else that you wanted to share?
I just want to say we are so excited to have you in the fall, and we're just here to help you. Please don't worry about your lockers. Don't worry about finding your classes, things like that. We just have so much staff. So many of us are in the halls during those passing times that we are there to help you, and just don't worry about it. Just be excited and know that you're going to have a lot of fun. Show up every day that you can, and it's middle school super fun. I know it's a little nerve-wracking, but it's super fun.
Yeah. Well, thank you
for having
guys.
us.
So
Yes.
yeah. And for fifth graders, I will get out some more how to open a locker information for you guys. And like they said, just reach out for help. It's no different than elementary school. You've got, you know, even in elementary school, you had awesome teachers. You have to talk to the counselor, principals, and it's the exact same clearly in middle school. These ladies can attest. There's lots of people there that want to help you guys. So don't be afraid to ask questions and reach out for help and make some new friends, meet some new people. I'm so excited that this time of year, the kids are getting ready to go, but sadly we don't get to see them at school right now.
I know.
Kind of weird this year.
Yes, it is.
So I will get out, and if fifth graders, if you guys have any other questions, you can still send them to me and I will try to get you guys some answers. We probably won't make another video, but I'll still answer any other questions that you guys have this year. And I might reach out to our North Middle School counselors for any other questions that we still get. So
Absolutely.
all right. Well, thank you, ladies, for joining us.
Baskerville.
Yes, thank you. Have a great summer, kids.